All right, so I just finished my trading session for the day. I want to give you guys a little recap of the exact trades I took, why I took them, using my PA accounts on Apex Trader Funding. Now, as you can see, I only traded 5 of my PA accounts today, mainly because last Friday, I didn't take any trades at all. So I basically had 3 whole days where I didn't trade. Mondays are also historically my worst trading days. So I just felt I needed to size down a little bit. So instead of sizing down my contracts, I basically just will use less accounts. So instead of using all 20 accounts or all 10 accounts, I only use 5 of them. So anyways, as you can see, I still had a very solid trade today. You know, I can wish I used more accounts, but that doesn't matter, right? All I'm focused on is being consistency. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm not trying to make as much money as I can. All right, I'm just trying to be consistent. So as you can see, we end up making around $320 in 5 of my PA accounts on Apex. So in total, I made around $1,600 profit on the day, taking just one trade. It was a very simple and easy trade I took, and I want to explain it in this video. So first off, if you guys are new here or you don't know how I trade, my strategy basically comes down to 3 steps, right? Step number 1 is I want to establish the trend. So we're going to go over to the charts here, and we can see that I traded gold today. So this is what I traded this morning was gold. And what we notice here, obviously we couldn't see these 2 candles that are forming right now, but what we notice here is we started trading above our EMA. This is a 4-hour time frame, right? So we're really zooming out. We're above the EMA. We started pulling back, and basically overnight or this morning at 3 a.m., we started getting lots of buying coming in. So we got our first green 4-hour Heikin Ashi candle after this bounce on the EMA. So basically going into the market when I woke up, I saw that. I already knew that I wanted to go long on the day because we're starting to get this green candle. We bounce off the EMA. Our trend is up on gold, right? So automatically I'm going to get a higher probability if I only look for long setups. Now, if we zoom into the 5-minute time frame, as you can see, this is basically what happened overnight. This is that 4-hour candle. On a 5-minute time frame, we started getting lots of buying. We started selling off a little bit when the market actually opened. So basically, I got to my computer around here, around 7 a.m. my time. As you can see, we're starting to pull back to this VWAP area. So going back to how I actually trade, we established a trend. We know that we only want to focus on longs, right? So if we give the surfer analogy, when you're out there surfing, right, you want to go with the wave. You don't want to go against the wave, right? You only want to enter the ocean when there's a clear trend of waves. It's not just all crashing at once, right? Otherwise, it's not going to be any fun. So once we establish that we have a clear trend, we want to go long, now I can move to step number 2, which is our entry confirmations. So just like surfers don't want to take every wave, they want to make sure the wave's not going to crash all at once. They want to make sure it's a wave they can ride. They want to make sure they're actually going to be able to stand up, right? It's the same thing with traders, right? We want to make sure it's actually a good setup. The wave's actually going to continue to run, or we can hold the position. It's not going to just be choppy and we have to sit in it for an hour. So like I said, the next part of this is my entry confirmations. Now, like I said, we started pulling back pretty good to this VWAP area. And this is where I start to look for a few different things, right? The 5-minute is obviously in an uptrend. We're above the VWAP. We're above the EMA. The 4-hour time frame has a green candle we're in. Plus, we also got a pullback, right? So I always like to enter on the pullbacks. It gives you a better risk reward. Now I can move over to the smaller time frame and really focus on those entry confirmations, okay? So I'm going to go over to a 2-minute time frame. And as you can see, I look for a few different things on the 2-minute time frame. I'm looking for the 2-minute MACD to cross. I'm looking for some kind of high volume where I can put my stop loss under. I'm also looking for a green Heikin Ashi candle. So if we go over to my Discord group, as you can see, at 7:02 my time, I said we could watch for longs down here. I just want to see some volume kick in on the lows. Okay, so this is at 7:02. This is what the chart looked like at the time. So if we go back to the chart, okay, 7:02 was essentially right here. Okay, that's where I actually posted that message. So once again, I was waiting for my confirmations to play out. First thing is this MACD. As you can see, we didn't really cross until here. And, you know, the reason I didn't enter here, because we got a green Heikin Ashi candle, we got the MACD to cross, is because, again, I was looking for some kind of volume to really stand out, right? I wanted to see some volume kick in on the lows. That's kind of what I was waiting for. I was okay with missing the trade. As you can see, we eventually got that, right? And as you can see, we started to get that, okay? We started selling off again, and what did we notice? We saw volume really start to pick up after we had such low volume for a period of time. So essentially, that was telling me that buyers were defending sell-offs. So we sold off, bunch of volume kicked in, buyers started defending it, and then from there, I waited for a green Heikin Ashi candle. So Basically this candle right here is where I actually entered my position. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see better. This candle right here, I entered my position. We already had the MACD cross. We got the volume on the lows, and we got another green Heikin-Ashi candle. So I entered my position right here. I ended up getting in at around 36 or so. And then from there, I had my stop right below the lows, right at 35. Usually like to put my stop on a whole cycle level. As you can see, we got pretty close to it. But again, part of that volume confirmation was buyers would defend my position, which is what they did. And we eventually got some nice spikes up to my target up in this 341, 342 area. So again, I could have held this position a little bit longer, but basically I was just looking at this sharp sell-off, and then I like to go a little bit below it. So that was like this 242 area. Keep in mind, I also had a really good risk reward because I only had to risk like 1.5 points since I got a pretty good entry. So as soon as I was up, 3-4 points, that's where I fully got out of the trade. So if we go back to my Discord, as you can see at 737, I basically said out of that once we got that huge spike up over to that 342 area. So as you can see, that was it. That was my only trade for the day. Once I take one good winning trade, I really don't see a point in taking another trade and sitting there all day and risking my profits. So I usually just like to walk away after I have one solid trade. So if you guys are going to take anything away from this video, go ahead and look at those bigger time frames, see what kind of trend we're on, right? Are we in green candles? Are we in red candles? If we're in a green candle on the 4-hour time frame, then you look at the 1-hour time frame, we're also in green candles on there. Then we look at the 5-minute time frame. We're also trading above the VWAP, above the EMA. We're having an uptrend. If you see all those things line up at once, right, that's going to give you the highest probability setup to actually go long, right? Because literally every time frame is telling you we're trending up. So that automatically gives you a higher probability if you go long instead of short. And then looking at those other confirmations to make sure you're timing it right, that's where you can really start to see consistency and a very high win rate. So anyways, hope this video was helpful for you guys. Real quick before you go, I want to give a shout out to a few of my students. We got one of our students. He said, thank you, Chad, for all your help and guidance. Got my first PA account yesterday, very close to 3 more. I hope to pass next week. Looking forward to many more and the financial freedom that will follow. Shout out to Working123. There's nothing better than getting your first PA account and start trading on them because, as you know, right, each pay account can make you around $4,000 per month. So awesome to hear. Also, another shout out to AMG. He said, got my back for the day. Everyone have a good weekend. Thanks. I'm really enjoying your strategy after trying so many others. He posted this last Friday, and I agree with him. I've tried so many strategies when it comes to trading. The strategy I'm using with the trend and the confirmations, everything I just explained in this video, is working so well. Last month, I had a 76% win rate. You really can't get much better than that. So anyways, just want to give a quick shout out to these two people. Also, real quick before you go, I did want to let you know that I'm still looking for a few more motivated people who are committed to becoming a profitable day trader. This is for my private coaching program. We've been helping out a lot of students, and I finally have more time to help more people. So inside this 30-day coaching program that I have available, basically I'll personally teach you my strategy for 30 days. So it's a 30-day training program. I'll be personally reviewing the trades you take as well, keeping you accountable, making sure you're following everything correctly. And I'll even be trading live with you on Zoom as well. Plus, you'll also get access to this private Discord channel where you see my exact trades, my trade ideas, updates, education every single day inside this private inner circle Discord. This is another exclusive perk of the coaching program. So anyways, if you are interested in joining the coaching program, we still have some more spots available. All you have to do is message me the word trading on my Instagram account, and I'll send you all the details from there. I just have a few questions I want to ask you to make sure we'd be a good fit to work together. So if you are interested in joining the 30-day coaching program, again, just go to the first link in the description below on my Instagram account and message me the word trading, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. With that being said, guys, as always, I will see you tomorrow inside our Discord community. I'm actually going to be trading live tomorrow on Zoom as well. So I'll see you guys all in the morning and hopefully have another awesome trading day.